welcome back to my channel. I really hope you're all having a wonderful day so far. In today's video, I'm showing you everything that I ate today. I really love watching these videos and filming these videos. I love sharing with you what I eat and give you some healthier inspiration. I know that sometimes life is busy and it's so easy to just go out and buy takeaways, but I really try to, in general, eat a bit more healthier. Now, I know that a lot of people won't really consider healthy eating anything other than no sugar, no fat, no this, no that. Honestly, I believe in everything in moderation. I believe that you are allowed to have chocolate or candy or whatever. You just have to have a healthy balance. So that is like my type of lifestyle that I like to live. I really like to live a healthy and balanced lifestyle. I also have a bit of stomach issues, like I have been hospitalized a few times and everything like that, so my stomach is really tender. So my stomach is a bit of an issue, so I really have to take good care of it. So I, for now, am not allowed to eat any spicy foods. I do add a bit of pepper to my food sometimes, but just a really tiny amount. I'm also a bit lactose intolerant, but not to the point where I can't have it at all. So I try to incorporate a bit of dairy into my diet, but I don't take in too much dairy on one day, or I try not to, because it can kind of make me feel a bit sick. But yeah, I enjoy eating healthy. I actually really like vegetables and I love fruit a lot. So yeah, I'm just gonna share with you what I ate today. Like I said, I believe in a healthy but balanced lifestyle. And yeah, and the other thing is, I am at home today, so I do kind of work from home, and then I'm going to my boyfriend's house and things like that. It is a Friday, the day that I'm filming this, so I just feel like most of the stuff that I'm eating today is stuff that I'm typically eating at the moment, that I'm really into. So the lunch and everything can be packed and be taken on the go with you to work and stuff, because that is also what I do with these types of foods. The breakfast, the muesli and the yogurt and stuff, you can definitely just even pack that up if you're eating breakfast at work as well. So I work twice a week, full day away from home almost. So I am a dance teacher, but I schedule my own times for the year. So I only teach twice a week so that I have time for art and all my other things that I do in the rest of the week. So not every single day for me is the same, but like I said, this is something that all of these foods you can pack up and eat it on the go. And yeah, it's easy, it's affordable, it's healthy. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Starting with breakfast, I'm making some Earl Grey tea by 5 Roses. Now, I actually start my morning each day with a glass of water because I have to drink chronic medication at least half an hour before I eat or drink anything else. So I do start my morning with a glass of water. I just didn't film that because it was really early. Anyways, so I am just adding a bit of sugar to the Earl Grey tea. Brown sugar is my favorite in teas. If I add sugar, I don't really like tea with a lot of sugar, but Earl Grey tea, I feel like it needs a bit of sugar. And then while I let my tea steep a bit, I'm going to go on to my actual breakfast. I'm using Parmalat medium fat apricot yogurt with fruit pieces. This is a really nice option if you don't have a lot of fruits on hand to add to your muesli and yogurt, because it has fruit pieces in it. Now, I know a lot would argue that medium fat yogurt isn't the healthiest, and honestly I switch between medium and low fat yogurt. It just depends on what I'm in the mood for. Sometimes I like plain yogurt. It all depends on what I'm in the mood for. Like I said, I believe in a balance. And then for muesli, I'm using the Jungle Oats muesli in nuts and seeds. This has some really good sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds, almond flakes, cashew nuts. It's just a really nice and well balanced muesli. And then once that is done, my tea will be ready. Now, like I mentioned, I am a bit lactose intolerant, so I added Parmalat lactose-free low-fat milk. I don't like full cream milk at all, especially the lactose-free ones taste really weird, so low-fat. And then with that, I also had an apple, because you know, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. I really like flavored yogurt as well as plain yogurt. Like I said, I believe in a balance, so I sometimes just like to switch it up. And then moving on to lunch, this is also really nice on the go. Just make sure that you don't assemble it before you pack it up. Just pack it up separately and assemble it at work or wherever you're eating it. So I'm starting with the Baker's Pro Vita cracker bread. This is the maize cracker bread. They also have rye and the whole wheat one, but I prefer the maize one. And then I am slicing some cheese with a potato peeler to keep the cheese nice and thin. This will add some much needed protein. Next, I'm slicing up the tomatoes. I find that a normal, medium to smaller size tomato, 3 slices is perfect on a piece of cracker bread. Now, if you're wondering, I would normally eat 2 slices of bread for lunch if I'm having bread, so that is why I'm having 2 slices of cracker bread. Even though it looks a lot smaller, honestly, I feel like it is even more filling than normal bread. And then I'm slicing up some cucumber. I don't really like thick pieces of cucumber, but I do feel like the cucumber adds a bit of freshness. So yeah, I'm trying to slice it as thin as possible. For seasoning, I'm going to use the Himalaya crystal salt. I love this pink salt. It is sea salt and it is so good. Now it looks like I'm adding a lot, but honestly that doesn't even come a lot out. And then also some lemon and zesty black pepper seasoning. I like this one a lot more because it has more lemon than pepper. And then I'm using the Alvin Slimzies iced tea in peach. This is a low kilojoule iced tea that is Waylist approved. So I really like making my own iced teas, but if I'm not in the mood, this is my go-to. And then I'm going to add normal ice cubes as well as one of my homemade lemon infused ice cubes. And there is my lunch, basically a lemon and peach iced tea with some really easy and basic cracker bread. Sometimes I would add some ham to this. It just depends on what I'm in the mood for and what I have in the fridge. For a snack, I actually had this at my boyfriend's house. Now he is a trained barista and a coffee roaster, so of course he made me some iced coffee. We always drink iced coffee or coffee at his house because obviously it's his coffee that he roasts and he makes it the best. I can make the coffee, but he makes it better than me, so yeah. He is pulling a shot of espresso. You can also make this with a plunger and then add ice to a glass and then fill it up with milk. Again, a lactose-free milk, and then he added the shot of coffee, which he has added a bit of sugar to because I don't like bitter coffee. And then I saw cream and I really wanted cream on top because I felt a little bit indulgent, but then there wasn't any cream left, so that is my sad attempt in having cream on my iced coffee. And then I had a few bites of a mint dark chocolate by Lindt. Moving on to dinner, I kept this really easy. So first of all, I'm starting with a chicken breast that is defrosted, and to that I'm going to start by adding 100% lemon juice. I also added a few splashes of Worcestershire sauce. I really like this on chicken. I know it's odd for chicken, but I like it on chicken. And then some Robinson's chicken spice. Now I know it looks like I'm adding a lot of spice because I am, but the spice really isn't that potent or salty, so you can add a lot of it to get that flavor. And then I added parsley, a lot of it, because we all know that dried herbs are less potent than the fresh ones. I wrapped that up and placed that in a little oven, not the normal oven. I placed it in one of those conventional ovens, or like an air fryer almost. that is what I placed it in. And then I start to prepare the carrots. Now I'm making a lot because I made for my dad as well. I peeled the carrots and then I am just slicing them. Don't you just hate when you chop carrots and they run all over the place? So I try to cut them instead of chop them. That way they don't hop off the table. And I placed that into a little steamer pot that I'm going to steam on the stove. And then I took some green beans and I cut off the ends of the green beans. They are washed, by the way. Always make sure to wash your veggies. I place these veggies in stackable steamer pots that you put on the stove. So I don't really like boiled veggies. I just like nice and fresh steamed veggies. So I just placed that into the steamer, and then once my chicken was ready, I placed it on the stove. I also steamed a potato for myself, and I'm just cutting that open. Now my chicken looks very brown. That's just the spice, but honestly the spice isn't that potent. That's why I added a lot. And then I cut open my soft potato. I added this aromatic potato spice by Ina Parman, and I know this is almost empty, but I had to have the last bit of this on my potatoes because it is literally the best spice for potatoes. I also added a bit of dried parsley. And then I placed my steamed green beans and also my steamed carrots. I think this is so good. Such a healthy meal. It's really nice and balanced. I know my chicken looks a bit small because they shrink a bit, and then my potatoes cut open so it looks very big. I then added a bit of sea salt to my veggies, and then I also drank a glass of water with a slice of lemon with my dinner. Now I drink water right through the day. I only had that one glass of cool drink and the iced coffee. The rest of the day I really drink a lot of water, especially for my stomach that is a bit sick. I just didn't film every time I drank water. And that is everything for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you guys have found some healthy or interesting ideas to spice up your everyday meals, especially lunch. For me, I feel like it's very easy to get creative with dinner, but breakfast and lunch is obviously something that you're either doing on the go or you're doing it in the morning for the day, and I just feel like sometimes it can be so boring and I end up eating the same thing for a whole week for lunch. So I like to just sometimes switch it up a bit as well. And I mean, I love cracker bread. It is so good and it's a really nice alternative to bread. Like I said, you can pack it on the go. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give this video a thumbs up if you did, and I will speak to you all very soon. Bye!